Science Fiction Week 4 overview, and we're going to be in class meeting on the 17th of February. We have several things to go over this week. We'll be drafting our Essay 1 document, which is worth 15% of your course grade, and we'll need a draft for that in the discussion board for peer editing later in the week. The overview contains all of that information in Moodle. Topics: madness and wealth, and that combination, how it works in this novel, and we'll see it repeatedly in that is a sort of motif throughout the course. AI, ice, and the devastation of the environment, why invention is not our greatest hope. We'll be looking at this idea of people thinking science can fix things and that it's inevitably going to just be ahead of the curve of destruction. To what extent is Case, the protagonist, a typical science fiction character? Is he at all typical, atypical? How are you taking to him? It'll be interesting to see what you say about that. Archetypal characters, you already know from literature courses that archetypes are those recurring motifs, those elements, the bragging soldier, the sidekick, the kind of figures that we see repeatedly. And so we'll look for what we are noticing as sidekicks and helpers and antagonists. Who are we really against in this novel? Who are we for? And it's kind of tricky to figure that out. And we'll preview our reading of The Wind-Up Girl, which is coming up. So a couple due dates. The 17th, your draft should come in, and we can look at those and notice some general patterns. And then we'll spend some time later in the week doing peer edits, 2 or more. And I will go over all of that in class and show you how to do that and what's expected, and we'll look over how it'll be graded, and there will be no guesswork or anxiety, hopefully, about that. So be ready, have the novel read. It's short enough where you should have it done, and a draft of some sort. By definition, a draft would be at least the length that's required, and using sources that are required, and some library research was required. So we will be getting into that, and we'll shore up any issues, so no worries there. So we'll see you in class.